Once again, I would like to thank you all for coming. I did the intro. I have a little to say. I know these mics, some people are shorter, some are taller, and we have to keep on moving them. Okay. I would like to thank Arya King. Arya, Shomea? Arya, Shomea. He's a doer. I met him a few weeks ago, but the amount, what was accomplished through meeting him, as with some other people, I have years of relationships, what I haven't developed with what Arya accomplished over the past 2-3 weeks since we met by the UN when we hosted together with our public policy committee, John Bolton, prior to Obama, not vetoing the resolution, and we had a hunch, and Joe Fraga had the biggest hunch and organized it together with our public policy and Mr. Delia Jacobs and always Paul Brody, and that's why I met Arya, and since then, boom, boom, bang, bang. And I would like to thank Rami Levy for coming and joining us, as well as Erez Wiener, Amir Biram, Shlomo Kalish, Itzik Ozer from Jerusalem Development Authority, who I look forward to work with to be able to build and help our economic development and work together with the states and with Israel and Jerusalem and strengthen our economy. I'm going to start with something that it's not my saying, it's something I'm doing. David HaMelech said, every morning used to come to him and say, Klai Amchi Yisrael tzrichim parnasa. The nation, the Jewish nation needs parnasa. So David HaMelech's answer was, L'chu v'esparnasu zu mizeh. Go do business with each other and network and you'll have parnasa. It's a very hard concept to understand. Like, we don't know that, and every day to say go network and find parnasa. Baruch Hashem, today, the world is so big, but so small. We're standing here today, people all over the world are watching this now. Networking, the amount of time that you need to physically sit with someone is very limited, or occasionally not even needed. I've met someone who does business, manufactures things for 20 years from China, and he's never been to China once, and he's very successful. But I'm not here to promote China. I want to promote Eretz Yisrael. I want to promote our bond for the Jewish businesses in Eretz Yisrael, in America, and all over the world, to be able to unite and work together as one body to strengthen our businesses, our community, our body. There is nothing like having the power of unity and economic strength. Economy, money talks. But I mentioned yesterday we're going to fight BDS and eye for an eye. They want to hurt our businesses. We're going to fight back with our businesses and as united and use our strength to influence politicians with our public policy committee. And we're very successful, Baruch Hashem. We happened to host the first meeting with Jason Greenblatt in the Trump Towers after there was a terrorist attack with Joe and myself and Adelia and other members of our committee we brought to be able to help form a reaction and a response, and had it for Donald Trump's first response to support Israel and condemn the attack. We have the strength. It's not me, it's not Dr. Joe Fraga, it's not Mrs. Delia Jacobs, it's not Dr. Paul Brody. It's us, all of us together. When we get together and we bring our businesses, our body together as one, we are very influential. This creates jobs. This creates businesses. This helps people strengthen businesses they have that are hurting. This helps people develop all different types of relations and connections that even if someone has education or if someone has business, doesn't mean he's successful or he found placement. But when we have one global network, I can't tell you how many times my office in Lakewood is networking with places all over the world in one day and helping them, because everything's networking. And that's what David HaMelech said, L'chu v'sparnasu zeh mizeh. And we're here today to strengthen it and to say we have business leaders in the room, we have politicians in the room, we have community activists in the room, we have many different groups who came in from the States, and I'm sorry if I don't know everyone's names, who are here today to be able to say we are in this room together. And I want to tell you, tonight is the most powerful room I was ever in my life. We have politicians, we have business leaders, we have community activists. Rabbis? We have some rabbis. We're waiting for the chief rabbi. And we're here on one mission, on one goal, to strengthen our businesses. And I'm going to finish with this, because today in the morning, this always bothered me. And today in the morning, I said that this must be the solution I want to share with you. It says, when they came to David HaMelech and they said, Amchi Yisrael tzrichem parnasa, your nation needs parnasa, he said, go do business with each other. And when they said, that it's not enough, we can't cover our bills still by doing networking ourselves, he said, L'chul melchama, go to war. Why would you go to war with nations because you don't have food? Why would you attack them? Why is that righteous? What's the connection of l'chu v'sparnasu zumizu? Help yourselves, if not, go to war and go kill other nations and steal their food and money. But now with the BDS movement, we know exactly what it is. That meant that if we couldn't be mefarnes, we couldn't provide for our families, for our businesses. It was because of the boycotts in the times of David HaMelech. And he said, if they want to boycott us, fight. And that's what we're here tonight for. We're using our strength of businesses, and we're going to fight every single nation who wants to hurt our businesses and our strength. And we're united together with huge business leaders and politicians and Chavrei Knesset and community activists from all over the world to say and make this statement. And thank you all for coming, and thank you for being part of this. And all of us together, united, we're together, we're strong. If we're divided, we're weak. And I'm going to finish with the thought of this week's parsha. In this week's parsha, we see in Vayigash that Yosef, his brothers, were the strongest. They fought wars, they killed nations, they killed out nations. But when they found out that Yosef, Ani Yosef, Ha'od Avichai, and they found out that Joseph was the king, they were so embarrassed that it says that they died. The souls went out of them from being embarrassed, these strong people. And God put the souls back in them to revive them. That's how powerful embarrassment is. But think on the opposite end. Think how powerful pride is. If we're here together tonight with pride, there's no level that we can't reach with our pride of being united, bringing our businesses together, saying tonight a statement, we want to do something. We're going to fight this together, and at the same time, we're going to strengthen our businesses, our communities, and we're going to make the whole big world one big Jewish network. And thank you all for coming. Good night.
Thank you, Duvi.